Okay, are you ready for the final project, the framed art? I love framed art. Okay, and so I did this as a Valentine's. I used the brushed metallic gold and cut out Happy Valentine's Day using the Well Wishes dies. All right. And then I textured everything, the backgrounds, with the Tasteful Textiles embossing folder. And so then you are just, the only stamping is right here. You are on my mind. So let's start with just the smaller white base. And then you can dump everything else off. And we're going to build from there. Okay. All right. And again, I always like to tell everybody, match your pieces up before you start. That way you can make sure that you're not using, like cutting up or something, the wrong pieces. Okay. And so, all right, that will work. Okay, you have, this one is a little bit longer than this one is. So that's how you'll be able to tell. It's a little bit longer and a little bit wider than what the bottom one is. Okay, this time I actually adhered the Calypso corals right to the brushed metallic. I didn't use dimensionals on this part. Okay, so you can go ahead and adhere all 4 of those. I thought for a minute I wasn't showing up. I thought I forgot to push the start button. Okay. And you're just getting those all centered on there. Okay. And then we are going to, our bear goes here. And he has, what, I just saw them. Okay. He has the flowers under his arm. And then down here is our koala bear. Now, this way they're a little too long. So what I did this time is I cut that white part off. So they were separated. And then we're going to put them back together with the heart in between them. But it was just a little too long to fit onto the piece that I wanted to use. Come on. Okay, so that's just an easy cut. That's garbage. And then we're going to take our heart from the kit. Let's see. And what I did is, while I was cutting, I went ahead and cut in along his arm for both of them. That way I could get the heart right in there. Okay. And then slip. There's one. That one needs to go in a little farther. Okay. Up in there. There we go. And up in there. Nope, this one I need to go in a little further again. Okay. And then you can adjust it as needed so that you get them filling in that area. Okay. And then on the raccoon, again, I did just like we did on the raspberry box. Just take your paper snips and poke a hole and then just cut along his arm. So that you have that opening. You have a piece of Whisper White in there that we are going to stamp with Memento, You Are On My Mind. So clean it off from our last time. I didn't bring cleaner over with me, so we'll just stamp it off good. Okay, and we're going to stay kind of close to the left side because we're going to tuck the right side in under his arm. Okay, and then we're going to cut the end of it so that we have like a little banner. All right, so again, we just cut into the center and then from one point and from the other point. And then you've got that quick little banner. And then this just tucks up under his arm. So if you stay more to the right, you've got the room to be able to get that in there. Okay. And I think that I am missing. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. So we're ready to assemble these. I'll tell you what, before we do that, in all different ways, you have Happy Valentine's Day cut out. Okay. And so you're just going to peel. I've put the adhesive sheet on the back of the brushed gold. And then to create a sticker. So then you're just going to stick down. I started with day. And then, come on. Use your pick tool or whatever to get that backing off from there. Peel it apart. Come on. And then you can stick that down. And I just realized I used a gold metallic pearl for my eye, and I don't think I put those in there. And then we have our happy, oh, I have 2 days. All right. Hopefully nobody else is missing a day. I'll hang on to it, and if you are, please let me know and I will get it in the mail to you right away. Okay, and then we're just going to center the happy up above that, like that. Those are down flat on there. Then I used that stitched Be Mine dies again, and I cut out 2 hearts that we are going to use dimensionals to adhere those on each side of the happy. And I used the white crinkle ribbon, and I colored it with the light Calypso Coral. My sample this time is with the dark because I grabbed the wrong marker on the first one. So my original sample is the light. This one is the dark. And so you're just going to stick a heart or a bow onto each of those hearts with a mini glue dot, and then trim the ends so they're not quite so long. I need Tony to get his sharpener out. My scissors need to be sharpened. Okay, and then, all right, I think we are ready to start assembling. And so these guys all go on with dimensionals. And so again, we're just going to put a dimensional over that center to hold that sign on. And peel our backings off. And that can go right down here. And then in your kit, I also gave you a little heart. There are some in the spring catalog, adorable white and red hearts. I used the dark Stampin' Blend, Calypso Coral, to color so that it matched. So we're just going to add that right down at the bottom. Okay, so this little guy's ready. This one's ready. Now we need dimensionals on the back of our koalas. And before I put into the center there, I'm just going to make sure that I get them about where I want them. I can do a little adjusting as I put them down. Get the backings off. Oh, just pulled him right off. Okay, so I'll slip that back on there. And let's get her on there. Oh, we need to scoot them in a little bit more. Okay. And there. Okay. And now we're back to our bear. So we need to get dimensionals on him. I love this bear. I think this is absolutely adorable. Okay. And then he sticks onto this one. And we have one bow left that we're going to stick right on our little bouquet of flowers. And this one we can actually leave the tails a little bit longer. Like that. Okay, I do want to angle them a little bit. Like that. All right, now we can use dimensionals to attach those pieces onto our Whisper White piece. Actually, before we do that, I just noticed that, let's get rid of those. I just put this down flat onto the Calypso coral. That's 1/4 of an inch larger. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, come on, Peggy. Goodness gracious. There we go. Let's just tear that little piece right out of there. It's all okay. All right. Then we're going to take our Calypso coral piece and center that. Okay, now we're going to put these guys on. And we are using dimensionals on these. And I'm going to start with the bear. And he's going to go right like that. And then our koalas go down underneath him. Like that. And you're just lining up the edges on the left and then giving it about the same border around it. Okay, and then I'm going to do the Valentine's Day banner piece. And again, we're trying to make sure that it has about the same size border that it is on this side. And our raccoon. So the only stamping is the one greeting. Otherwise, you are just assembling pretty quickly to create this fun framed art. It will fit in an 8x10 frame. Is what I designed it for. And before we put it onto the 8x10 Whisper White, you have a strip of the gold metallics. And what I did is I just put those right onto the flower, again, to give it a little bit more dimension. Oh, and you know what? I did include that for you there. And there I have 2 extras. Okay, now we are all set to put our dimensionals on the back of the Calypso Coral. See, it's a good thing they gave you a nice big sheet of dimensionals, huh? Okay. Now peel those back ends off. Okay. And then we pull our 8x10 Whisper White in, and then we are just, okay, if I remember right, you're between 5/8 of an inch and 3/4 of an inch border around it. And you're ready to stick it in your frame. Just like that. Pretty quick and easy that you made a framed art, 2 treat holders, and let me grab the cards here. 1, 2, 3 cards, okay? And you have supplies left to be able to make lots more. You have a lot of card bases left, so get your stamp out and you can stamp the bear, color him with blends, stamp him on crumb cake, on soft suede, on smoky slate, and add him to the front of your card. You've got the flowers that you can add onto anything. So great stamp set, great projects to be able to do along with the ones that come with your kit. So I hope you guys had a great time making all of these, and we'll see you again next month with a Valentine's kit.